What's going on, everybody? This is Liam, and I'm back with another video on Legends of Pirates Online. In this one, I'm going to be showing you where to find every single legendary weapon in the game, as well as strategies to finding those legendaries. So, if you've been playing the game for a while now, you know the devs of this game have added 14 more legendaries that were not found in the original game, and also the fact that just finding a legendary is completely rigged and just not fair whatsoever. So to begin things off here, I'm in Tormenta, I'm in the gold room. This is a good spot to find the first. So there were the original 7 in the game that could all be found from any enemy, but obviously Tormenta is going to be the place to go because they have the highest level enemies. And just to, especially now with Forsaken Shadows and level 50s and 55s and whatnot. So, first one I actually have. This was the first legendary in the game ever. It's Lost Sword of El Patron. It's not very good, but it's just cool to have a legendary. I had this on Podco when I played. I never used it, but it's just something to have. I mean, Barracuda Blade's way better, but I don't know. It's just cool to have. That was my first legendary I got on here. I got it from Sailing. And then next legendary, I also have this one, Silver Freeze. I got this also Sailing. I'm gonna show you a good place to get this too later on. But so those are the by far the two easiest legendaries to get. They drop from anywhere, and they will be very easy to get. I mean, I've gotten probably about 10 Lost Swords and 8 or 9 Silver Freezes, I think, while sailing. It's something like that, something astronomical like that, but yeah, just because of the amount of skulls that I've found while I've been at sea and whatnot. But so the next one, now I'm going to start talking about legendaries that I don't have. The next one is Web, or World Eater Blade, and I'm going to put a picture of all these weapons on the screen while I'm talking about it. So, World Eater Blade, it's like, it used to be the highest attack in the game before a new one was added to the game. It's attack 105. It's got Drain Health and Drain Voodoo. Those are both rank 3. And it's got Freeze Sweep, where you can freeze enemies in their place. It's a broadsword. I would love to have it, but it's very hard to find. Tormenta, or I mean, you can get it from any enemy, like I said, but Tormenta's gonna be your best bet on that one. Doing laps and whatnot, or coming to the gold room, or going in Forsaken Shadows. So yeah, I mean, I've been looking for that one for a while, but haven't done it. Next one we got is Thunder Spine. I did have this one on Potco. I still have yet to find it. It's attack 95. It's got Shock Sweep, where it strikes nearby enemies with lightning. It's critical strike, rank 3, just like Barracuda Blade. So you're going to be doing a lot of critical hits on enemies. And it's also got a thrust boost plus 3. If you land that with critical strike in PvP, it takes like half your health or something stupid like that. I mean, I don't PvP, but I know it's a good weapon for PvPing. The next one we got is Behemoth Blade, attack 101. I also had this on Potco. I didn't find Web, though, unfortunately. I was looking for that one for a good 5 years and never found it. I found this in like the last week of the game existed. It's got Titan's Curse. I kind of forget what that did, but whatever. Sure-footed, meaning you can't be knocked down, whatever. It's rank 3. Both those are rank 3. But then it's got Endurance Boost plus 5, which will max your health out at, I believe it's 4,024 points. So right now I have 3,340, which is the most on just regular level 5 endurance. But Another +5, you're going to get to 4,024, I believe. It's something like that. Just crazy amount of health. So yeah, that's a nice one to find. Next one is Blade of the Abyss, which looks it's the same exact weapon model as Barracuda Blade. It's attack 93. It's got Bloodfire, and it's got Sweep Boost, as well as with Inferno Sweep. Not a very good weapon. I'd put this up there with Silver Freeze and Lost Sword in terms of like the worst weapons, things that you're not going to use if you find them. But I would love to have it. I mean, it's just another one to add to the collection. But yeah, I didn't ever have that one on Potco. And finally, we got the Emerald Curse. It's a red saber, 90 attack. It was the first legendary saber in the game. Again, it's got shock sweep, does voodoo damage, whatever, and then it's got +4 parry boost. I mean, I don't even really use parry because it's whatever. I don't think I'd rather spend points elsewhere. But yeah, so those are the original 7 in the game that were on Potco, where you could find them from any enemy, but coming to the Gold Room or Forsaken Shadows is probably going to be your best bet with those. First legendary you can get from a boss on Tormenta that I'm going to highlight is the Sapphire Curse. It can be found from Jimmy Legs, which spawns right here in the Thrall Room next to Forsaken Shadows. So entering here, you're just going to want to go this way, and he's right here. Sapphire Curse is a 104 attack red saber. It has free sweep rank 3, pain immunity rank 1, and a parry boost +5. Really good saber, and the weapon model is very cool. But yeah, I've been looting here. Well, I looted here during Hollowed Woods, and I didn't find it. I didn't find any of these weapons. But yeah, he's pretty similar to Crash in terms of health. These two guys next to him, though, get pretty annoying, attacking you and whatnot, so you just want to be careful of that. But if you have like 3-4 people with guns and other weapons like that, you should kill them no problem. The next legendary you're going to find on Tormenta is the Onyx Curse, and it's found from Crash, which is located right here in Curse Caverns. So you're usually going to come through here, and you're just going to want to go this way. It's very annoying. While back, Potco came in with an update where all these enemies will aggro you on your way to the Gold Room or over here, so you have to kill them. And then, you know, if you're killing these guys, he'll come over, and so it's really stupid. Back when they made solo looting harder to do, I could kill him with guns and just jumping around and whatnot, but by myself, but I don't care. But anyway, the Onyx Curse, it's a 94. It's a red saber, 94 attack. It's got Hurricane Slash, stun immunity, and it's also got a parry boost. I have not found this one. I've not found any of these that I'm talking about right here. Yeah, so that just about wraps up for Crash. Not a hard boss to farm. There's just when Hollowed Woods was out, there's a lot of people here farming here, but now you can't get moonstones from Tormenta, so people were farming at Darkheart and Remington and stuff like that. The next legendary you're going to find on Tormenta is going to require you to go into Forsaken Shallows through the Thrall Room. Going to come just over here, and he spawns right here. This is Koloniko, and he's going to drop the Kraken Slayer, which is a attack 99 curse blade. It has Dutchman's Wrath, like rank 4, so it'll deal damage boost towards undead people with the Flying Dutchman. It's got Dark Curse, which prevents half damage from ranged and combat attacks. It's also got a Blade Storm boost +4, which beats Barracuda Blade's +2. So very good sword. I farmed here a lot during Hollowed Woods, and unfortunately I didn't get it. I don't think I'm ever going to get any of these legendary weapons. I don't know how these looters do it. I mean, I should have started doing this years ago instead of sailing, but I chose not to. The next legendary you can find on Tormenta and Forsaken Shallows is right next to Koloniko. You're going to want to just go up this way, go up the pathway. This is Prolifico, and he drops the best weapon in the game, the Lost Blade of Leviathan. It's attack 108. It's a curse blade, Leviathan's curse. It does like 9,000 damage or something. It's totally absurd. It's got a parry boost +5, brawl boost +5, and endurance boost +5. It's a ridiculous weapon. I mean, I see people looting with it all the time. The weapon model is similar to Barracuda Blade. It just has red on it, as you can see by the picture. But yeah, very good weapon, and I wish that I can get it, but you know, not that lucky. Next legendary that can be found in Forsaken Shallows on Tormenta is the Cursed Blade of Yor. So the weapon model actually looks like this. It looks exactly like this. However, it's better. So it can be found from Drizzle and Drench. What makes these two bosses so interesting and so pretty good to farm is the fact that there's two of them and they drop the same weapon. So there's a double chance. There's a 2 times more likely chance that you can get what you're looking for. So Cursed Blade of Yor, it's attack 93. It's got a rolling attack, rank 5. It's whatever. It's got a Flourish boost +4, Blade Storm boost +3, and a Thrust boost +2. Between this one and Thunderspine, they're very comparable to each other. Personally, I'd take Thunderspine just because of the critical strike, but I mean, that Flourish and Thrust boost on the Yor is pretty cool. Wish I could get it, but I haven't really looted here much, actually. When I'm on, no one's ever here, and you know, 2 level 50 bosses, you're definitely not defeating them by yourself. So now that we're done with Tormenta bosses, I've come to Padres, where you can find 2 legendaries. The first of which I'm going to highlight is from Naban the Silent, which if you go into Beckett's Quarry from right here, just go this way. He's going to be found right here. So he drops Beckett's Pistol, which is a legendary pistol. Attack 85. It's got a dodge and steel shot boost. I think this is the best gun in the game simply because I think it's better than Mercer's, which we'll talk about that in a minute and later. But I've been looking for this one for a while, starting now just because of the winter event and how you can get moonstones from Naban. But he's a pretty easy boss to kill. He's only level 35. I could definitely solo him, but I'm not going to right now. And yeah, so this is the first of 2 on Padres. The next weapon found on Padres from General Darkheart is going to be Jack Sparrow's Blade. I've also been looking for this one for a while because Darkheart drops so many skulls. So it's attack 86, the legendary cutlass, has Captain's Fury rank 3, critical strike rank 3, and a cleave boost +3 as well. Pretty good sword. I don't think I would ever use it for anything, but just again, a cool legendary to have, and a rather easy one to get considering how easy Darkheart is to kill. I mean, and how many skulls he drops. I mean, he's level 33. I mean, you could easily solo loot him if you have a gun and a good sword, and you can see he drops a lot of skulls. Drop one right there. For the next legendary, you're going to want to sail to King's Head and come all the way to the King's Head Armory. So basically run straight from that direction, come through here. You're going to want to take a left, or take a right, and Remington is the next boss that I'm going to be highlighting here, and he drops Mercer's Pistol. As you can see, people are farming. Popular boss to be farmed just because of moonstones now this time of year. But anyways, Mercer's is an attack 85 pistol, just like Beckett's is. It's got critical strike rank 3, eagle eye boost +3, and a take aim boost +3. The only downside to it is the feint ability, where it'll block in a sword attack or a dagger attack from an enemy. and so it'll wave your gun in the air for about 5 seconds, and it just wastes time. That's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. But good gun to have, and I've been looking for this one extensively recently with how many skulls Remington drops too. A lot of people here. There's usually a lobby, and it's very easy to farm. Not hard to kill at all, and won't kill you. You could probably easily solo loot him too, but it's nice to have other people there. Kill him faster, get the job done faster. The next boss I'm going to be highlighting is General Hex. So if you're level 50, he's probably a green tagged, green tagged enemy. But it's pretty weird because he drops the best doll in the game, which is Calypso's Radiance. It's an attack 70 doll. The one of 2 legendary dolls in the game, which we'll talk about later. But it has a Swarm boost +3, a Curse boost +3, and a Life Drain boost +3. Just an incredible doll. It's amazing that an enemy this weak can drop something like that. I was farming here for a little while during the Hauled Woods, but he does not drop a lot of skulls, so this one's very hard to find. It can be done. Lots of people have found it, I know, but I mean, I know people who found it in 5 minutes, but of course, I've spent probably 3-4 hours here, and it just hasn't happened. As you can see, it's not a fun boss to farm just because he's so easy to kill. You could easily solo loot him if you're probably like level 30 even, just because of how little health he has, but he does drop one of the best weapons or best dolls in the game, which is pretty cool. The next boss I'm going to highlight here is Falberto Smasho, and this is what I was talking about earlier when I said there's a very easy place to get Silver Freeze, and this is it. And the reason is because Falberto only drops throwing knives. I know of 2 or 3 people who have came here and gotten multiple within an hour of farming here. The problem with him is he takes about 2-3 minutes to kill due to the fact that he has 200,000 health, and he does a lot of damage. But if you have 20 people, healers and whatnot, it shouldn't be too hard to farm him. And like I said, he only drops throwing knives. Silver Freeze isn't exclusive to him, but he's just a very easy place to get it, and everyone I know who has farmed here has got at least one from him. But not a lot of people farm here just because it's a hard boss to farm, and he doesn't really drop a good weapon. So I picked a terrible server to highlight this. But the next boss I'm going to highlight here drops the Ruby Curse, and this is Psychiatriz. So right now there's a lot of people here, so it's pretty laggy. Even though I have a good computer, this many people in the game doesn't seem to handle it too well. The Ruby Curse is a 102 attack savior, has Inferno Sweep rank 3, Fire Immunity rank 3, and a parry boost +3. A lot of people are here right now because Psychiatriz drops a lot of moonstones, and the winter event is out right now, so a lot of people are looking for them. As for me, I don't usually come here just because I don't like farming Psychiatriz. She's got a lot of health, and she's pretty hard to kill, actually. I mean, you can see there's probably about 20 guys right there, and I mean, that took a decent amount of time. It's not like Darkheart, who would be an insta-kill with that many people, but yeah, so I haven't really been here much, but as I start to find more legendaries, hopefully I will be coming here more and more. I think I've only killed, I keep track of how many times I kill bosses. I think I've only killed Psychiatriz about 22 times. Compare that to Darkheart, where it's been hundreds, so yeah. That's where you're going to find a Ruby Curse, and it's going to be in El Patron's Mine. You're going to have to be level 30. You're going to have to complete the Raven's Cove story quest. You're going to have to beat El Patron. You're going to have to pick one of those weapons if you beat him, because you're going to need to get into El Patron's Mine, which is over here. Come this way, cross the bridge, and Psychiatriz is going to be right here at the top of the map. Now I'm on Port Royal, and I'm going to highlight the weapons that you can either buy or no longer can get because they're part of Hollowed Woods. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Silver Striker, which has to do with the Yuletide Manor winter event. This one you can perch for 1,200 enchanted moonstones and 350 large moonstones. I don't have this one yet, but I'm about halfway there. You can see I have 540 and, well, more than enough large moonstones. But it's a legendary cutlass. It's attack 92. It has power slash, rank 4. I don't really know what that is. Does voodoo damage, rank 3, and it's got a cleave boost plus 3. Not bad. I'm probably not going to use it, but again, the more legendaries you can add to your collection, the better. I should be getting that one within the next couple of weeks. You can also find this in drops from any boss that drops moonstones, or any enemy and boss that drops moonstones. But you know, the legendary chances in this game are totally rigged, and therefore it will really not happen much. Next one we have is going to be dealing with the weapons pertaining to Hollowed Woods, and that just ended a couple weeks ago, so won't be having that unless they bring it back either this spring like they did last year, or they bring it back in the fall next year. But I'm going to highlight Devil's Claw, which can be found at Dry Rot. It's a legendary cutlass. It has a very cool design. It's attack 89. It's got Hurricane Slash rank 4, Sure-Footed rank 3, a Brawl boost plus 5, and a Parry boost plus 4. I would probably never use this just because it's not very good in my opinion. But more legendaries the better, I guess. And you know, I haven't really farmed at Dry Rot that much, just because, you know, I didn't really start looting until late November, and Hollowed Woods was almost over anyway. The next one we are going to highlight is the Dark Whisper. So this is one of 3 weapons that can be found at the Watcher, which is in Hollowed Woods, Watcher's Hovel. So it's the only legendary dagger in the game. Has a really cool weapon model. It's attack 80. It's got Dark Curse. It's got Drain Health rank 4, which is pretty cool. And it's got a Finesse boost plus 4. What does Finesse do? It decreases cooldown. Oh, so that would make these skills recharge very quickly. Very good dagger. Better than the one that I currently have for sure. That would definitely be my dagger from now on if I was ever to get that. But I haven't really farmed the Watcher. I mean, I started to at the end, but I only think I killed her 50 times or so. So not that much. The next one is Soul's Shadow. This is a legendary broadsword. It's attack 94. It's got the Dark Curse rank 4. It's got Critical Strike rank 3 and a Jumping Slash boost plus 2. So it's certainly up there with Barracuda Blade. I think Barracuda Blade's just a little better just because of the Cursed Thunder and how it charges so fast. But I mean, it's a very good weapon and something that I would definitely want to see in a chest from the Watcher. And then finally, the last weapon that you can find from the Watcher is the Soul Weaver. So this is the legendary Bane Doll. It's attack 57. It's got the Watcher's Visage rank 4, where you can really literally turn into the Watcher and reduce damage from ranged and combat attacks. It's got Lacerate boost plus 3 and Maw boost plus 3. I don't use Bane Dolls, so I have no idea what that does and how it does it. I mean, I do have a Bane Doll in here right here if I ever want to use it, but I mean, or never mind, that's a Spirit Doll, not a Bane Doll. So yeah, as you can see, I only use Voodoo Dolls, so but I would definitely collect that from the Watcher if she were ever to give it to me. Then next we have is the Storm Sphere, which is going to be found from Captain Windshadow in the Hollowed Woods Town Hall. You're going to have to complete the quest in order to gain access into there, or someone could start a lobby in there and you can just teleport into there. But you have to have a gun. You have to have the gun unlocked in order to be able to access lobbies. I mean, I've seen many level 50s who don't have these weapons unlocked, which is really quite bizarre and really strange. But it's attack 21. It's the only legendary grenade in the game. Maelstrom charge. It's a devastating rank 6, but it'll like Desolation, it will hurt you. It's got long volley boost +1 and demolitions boost +3. I mean, you could destroy the gold room and any enemy. I mean, it's a one shot kill for every single enemy besides bosses in the game, and something I would love to have. But you know, I was farming Wind Shadow a lot, and it just I never could get it. And then finally, the second and final weapon from Hollowed Woods is the Staff of the Hollowed Gem. This one can be purchased for 5,000 or 3,500 haunted bones and 1,050 large bones. As you can see, I'm there with the large bones, but nowhere near there the haunted bones. So when Hollowed Woods comes back, I'm gonna be grinding that every day, multiple hours a day, just trying to get enough haunted bones so I can do that, because I want this staff. The staff I have now, it's good, but it doesn't even compare to what this staff can do. So it's attack 52 staff. It's got Jumbie Fire rank 5, Desolation resistance rank 4, which means you take half damage from Desolation. It's got Spirit Lore boost +4, Spirit Mastery boost +3, and a Desolation boost +3. This is a very, very, very good weapon, and it's something that I'm going to farm extensively for. It can drop from the Jumbies in the Hollowed Woods Town Hall, or you can buy it. It can't drop from Wind Shadow or any other weapon or any other boss from Hollowed Woods. But yeah, I mean, I've really dreamed about getting this staff for a long time, ever since they introduced it into the game last Hollowed Woods back in fall of 2020. Finally, the last three legendaries that I'm going to highlight here that were in Potco but haven't been reintroduced into the El Potco game so far. The first one is Heart of Padres del Fuego. So it's a legendary cutlass. It's attack 90. It's got Curse Fire rank 5, Blood Fire rank 3, Blade Storm boost +3, and a Thrust boost +3. This was added to the game in, I believe, September 2013. And it was a redeem code, which is ridiculous that you could get a weapon like that for a redeemed code. And very good weapon. I actually had it because obviously it was a redeemed code, and I used it all the time just because it was the best sword that I thought I had at the time before Potco ended in September 2013. But just crazy, they were giving out weapons that good for free, basically, as long as you had limited access, of course. Otherwise you couldn't get any of these. But the next one I'm going to highlight is Barbossa's Fury. So this one was the only 4-barrel gun in the game. It was attack 26, had rapid fire rank 3 and critical strike rank 3. This was also a redeem code at the end of the game. They just wanted to, I guess, give out free stuff before the game would end for good. They thought, I mean, until these devs brought it back. Very good gun. It's pretty wild how it only requires level 14 gun to use. But I would like to see the devs add both these two weapons back in the game. I think they should add another boss on Padres that drops Heart of Padres del Fuego, and then they should add a boss on Devil's Anvil that drops this weapon. And then finally, the last weapon, the last of the 27 legendaries that have either been in the game or are still in the game was Norrington's Spyglass. So it was the only legendary uh, item or cannon ram or anything to use at sea, and it was the only spyglass in the game. They did a competition where you had about 3 days to sink as many Navy ships as possible, and I was actually one of the lucky people to get that done. And so I'll even show you the leaderboard if I still have it. Um, I believe I do. I'll put it on the screen if I have it. But yeah, I was up there, and so I was one of the people who got this spyglass. Uh, yeah, it's got Wreck the Mass rank 3, which basically is pretty terrible because who enables chain shot. It's got open fire boost +2 and a take cover boost +2. It's not bad. I would like to see him uh, buff something with either leadership, which I now have, or something else along the lines of that. But that's going to do it. So there are 24 legendaries that are still in the game, 3 that were either redeem codes or won by winning a competition or being top 50. And that'll pretty much do it. A lot of legendary weapons. Lot to keep track of, but it's very cool. I don't know if anyone who's gotten all of them, that you can all 24 on one account. I know Mr. Jones is close, Benjamin Jr. is close, Benjamin Sword Rat's pretty close, I know, but other than that, I really have no idea. I don't have any of them besides Solar Freeze and the Lost Sword, which is kind of pathetic, but I mean, I know some level 50s who have 0, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, as I'm going to start killing Tally-Ho and all these ships. Yeah, that'll do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll look to see you in the next one. Peace.